Have you noticed how your team subtly resists integrating AI? That sight of hesitation when new systems are introduced, the quiet skepticism in meetings, and the way some of your best performers suddenly become your biggest challenges. You might think it's about technology, but what I'm about to share can transform how you lead teams in the artificial intelligence age. So let me ask you this. What if everything you've been taught about leading teams in the AI era is actually creating resistance rather performance? Today, I'm going to share 3 specific frameworks that will have the opportunity to help your team adopt and advance with AI integrations, depending on how you choose to introduce it, of course. If we haven't met, I'm Johnny Nell. I've built businesses across multiple countries and industries, working with founders and CEOs to address the challenges of starting, scaling, and leading teams. On this channel, I share practical strategies for modern foundership, building systems, teams that work efficiently, effectively, and sustainably with AI. The future isn't about having the big teams anymore. It's about being agile, lean, and adaptable. So let's dive into what could be holding your team back and how to fix that. Let's start with something no one is talking about: the psychological patterns that determine how your team responds to AI integration. We call it the competency cycle. This cycle defines how teams move through AI adoption. It begins with the initial response, where team members might feel a competency threat. I mean, think about it. Suddenly their expertise is challenged by a new system. It's not just about technology, it's about identity. So how you handle this phase determines the success of your infrastructure's growth. My suggestion would be rolling out AI right after a team win in one of your weekly or daily huddles. Why I'm recommending this is because the team's confidence is usually increased after a win, and they'll see AI as a tool that amplifies their strengths rather replacing them. Here's an example. Introducing AI for routine tasks like reporting, something like that can free up your team's time for more strategic work, turning resistance into curiosity. Once you move past that, next will come the integration period. Your team starts experimenting, comparing AI's outputs with traditional methods that they are used to. Here's where most founders often stumble. They push for immediate adoption, instead celebrating the experimentation process. Again, that's why sharing these stories of small wins in your huddles across the team to build momentum will really help. Finally, there's the adoption phase. This is the moment your team decides through action whether to embrace the technology or not. Success here depends on performance stabilizing around new efficient workflows rather than reverting to old habits. Next, we move into the authority matrix. This framework is key for maintaining leadership authority while empowering your team to adopt AI. It's about defining clear roles across 3 zones. Zone 1, human-only decisions. These are areas where human judgment is irreplaceable, like strategy, ethics, and relationship building, etc. Secondly, AI-enhanced decisions. This is where your team uses AI insights to inform their decisions, such as data analysis, performance optimizations, etc. Then thirdly, AI-led processes. This could be routine operations like data processing, reporting, anywhere where AI takes the lead but humans oversee. By establishing these zones, your team knows exactly where they can maintain control and how AI can enhance their work. Next, we'll move over to the trust building protocol. Trust is everything in this integration period. Start with a capability demonstration, but focus on how AI enhances your team's workflows, not just its raw power. What helps is emphasizing control mechanisms. This helps so that your team knows they remain in charge. Think of it as power steering in a car. It enhances control, but it doesn't remove it. Most importantly, position AI as the tool that creates opportunities, not threats. When AI handles the routine tasks, your team can focus on higher value work, accelerating their performance and enhancing the business. Now, let's explore our process for a successful AI integration, a system designed to transform resistance into engagement. We broke these down into phases. Phase 1 is foundation assessment. Map out not just workflows, but psychological anchor points. Identify where your team feels most confident and takes pride in their work. These points become your starting ground for the integration. Phase 2, shadow period. Run AI parallel to current operations without making decisions. This lets your team observe and compare, building trust and confidence as they recognize the efficiency within these opportunities. Then phase 3, the advisory phase. AI begins to suggest, but humans make all the decisions. This maintains professional autonomy while showcasing AI's ability to enhance their workflow. Phase 4, true partnership. This is where human expertise and AI capabilities work together seamlessly, not for full automation, but for optimized collaboration that elevates both strategic thinking and productivity. The key is how you communicate this during this process really will shape how your team adopts AI. Avoid framing it solely as an efficiency booster, which is usually what we see in the marketplace right now and which can feel transactional. Instead, focus on capabilities. Say something like, this tool will give you more time for strategic thinking by handling your routine tasks. Avoid something like, this AI will improve efficiency. You can also emphasize the control. You could say something like, maintain control while leveraging AI insights. Avoid something like, the AI makes decisions. That's not going to work. Finally, center every conversation on growth. AI isn't replacing their skills. It's expanding the team's expertise and opportunities. Frame every integration as a step forward for their growth within the organization. And keep it truthful. Success isn't just about faster workflows or higher adoption rates. The real indicators are subtler. You would see increased proactive suggestions from your team about new AI applications. You'll also see a shift in meetings from routine updates to more strategic discussions and a natural reduction in resistance as conversations evolve from how to use it to how to optimize it. Track both quantitative metrics like speed and qualitative ones like engagement. The true success here comes when your team operates at a higher level, solving bigger problems and focusing on the strategic outcomes and vision for the organization. Here's how you could potentially start the AI integration today. First, choose one core process. Pick a process with clear metrics to enhance. Secondly, set up control mechanisms. Establish override protocols and feedback mechanisms to empower your team. Then thirdly, build a measurement framework. Track both efficiency gains and qualitative improvements. This could be something like the increased strategic conversations that's currently happening. The key is to start now, as AI isn't the future, it's the present. The founders who master its integration today will define tomorrow's growth. If you're navigating through this phase of AI integration, I invite you to join our community of founders. It's a space where you could share challenges, you can network, collaborate, and discover practical strategies with us.